Hi guys, Dave here and Scott, my son Scott. We want to talk about Dollarama today. Now when I came to this country in 2007, in the first couple of years anyway, I didn't work here. I used to fly back and forth to Europe and do business over there. But with my eyes open, I used to take my wife to the stores. She was always popping in and out. I saw a company called, never heard of it before, called Dollarama. So anyway, I wouldn't go in there. It's just dollar items, but she would go in all the time. So in she went, and I'd be sat in the car, maybe having a coffee, you know, reading something on my phone, whatever. And I'd just sit and wait and just look over, and I'm just watching this mill of people going in and out, in and out. So anyway, I remember, I'm talking maybe it took me 2 or 3 months of just now and again, just keep going down there all the time, this dollar store. And so anyway, I say to my son Scott, I say, Scott, look at the fundamentals, look at the financials of this company, because there's something going on here. There's, you know, you drive around every day, and a lot of the stores you see that you don't pay any attention to, they're doing phenomenal business. And you can, once your eyes are actually opened, you can see the ones that are not doing any business, and the ones you think, wow, that place is like a gold mine. So anyway, I wasn't paying any attention, new country, whatever, and I just didn't pay any attention. But then I started, and I asked my son Scott to look into the financials. Anyway, long story short, start buying Dollarama. Scott says, yeah, they're opening a store a week, year in, year out. Within 3 months, their store fitments are so cheap to put in that within 3 months they're into profit. And Dollarama is just a huge success story for us, which I've put a lot of people into, and they've made a lot of money.
Yeah, basically it's been a gold mine for us, hasn't it? It's, and I don't see anything or any reason why it's going to be slowing down. The growth and potential is now expanding, I believe, into America and into the States from Canada. Again, their cost to keep going is rather low, isn't it? Yeah. They now just started accepting credit cards, where before it was just debit cards, right?
Yeah.
So it put a kind of a cap on people there.
Yeah.
But now, boom, the doors are open, and the sky's the limit, basically.
And when you call it Dollarama, it was a dollar store, but now the price of things goes up to $4. So the products they're selling between the $2.50 and $4, that's where they're making their money, and they're making a lot of it. A lot of the retailers a lot of the companies that used to buy the end of run of, say, a shampoo line. Now those companies, this Dollarama is so big, they produce for them. You know, the big chocolate companies produce for them. And so they're not just getting end of runs anymore, they're getting the real deal, and you're getting it at peanuts. You know, they love being next to places like Walmart. And the beauty of this company is, recession, everybody's in there. Good times, everybody's in there. It's win-win with this company. Don't see the downside.
Absolutely, and even if you're from Canada, you've probably seen a Dollarama. They're growing and they're becoming everywhere, nearly on every corner. And if you go into one of them, you'll see the lines right up to the end of the rows. Yeah. And I tell you what,
it's the same format everywhere you see.
It is.
It's like a 3,000 square foot store, roughly around there, and that's all I see everywhere I look. You know, and
tell you what, you want to get into growth, that's the way to go. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
And everybody
dividends are not big, but boy, does the stock grow.
Absolutely.
I mean, and we've been very successful, and there are people watching this that have gone with me on this in the past, and well, all of us, we've both gone into it.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've made a lot of money on Dollarama, and a lot of people are still making a lot of money at Dollarama. Fantastic stock, fantastic company, run out of Montreal, I believe. I think it's Montreal. Yeah, run out of Montreal, and so.
Great company to be looking into, yeah.
Yeah. And
so the idea behind this company, why we started looking, or you specifically started looking into companies without actually looking at the financials to begin with, was a book that we read. It's called, it's actually written by Peter Lynch, called One Up on Wall Street. And Peter Lynch, in his books, he writes about how to see companies before they're actually seen or understood by the analysts, by knowing what's around you, okay? So if you're going to a superstore, and it's a new superstore, you like it for some reason. Maybe it's cheaper products, maybe they sell or have something unique about that company that you really like. Now, you've always got to keep in mind thinking, wow, if that one's on the stock market, is this possibly a company that other people may like? Is it a growing company? It's something that you look more in depth into, okay? So that's basically how we came to understand Dollarama further.
Yeah.
It wasn't something we found through the financial realm of things.
It was in our street, you know.
Exactly.
It was just local, and you know, lots of things I've, you know, just by you personally opening your eyes to things that are in front of your eyes. This is not just Dollarama. There's lots of other companies out there. I mean, you go and have a cup of coffee somewhere. You pick up your creamer. Who's the packaging made by? It's made by
Saputo.
Saputo is the fluid inside.
Another great company.
Great company, Saputo. Make nearly all the cheeses. That's another episode.
Absolutely.
But you know, Winpack, the packaging company.
Oh, another fantastic growth stock. Tell you what.
Just check there. Just look on Google Finance. Put their abbreviation in, WPK or SAP. SAP for Saputo, WPK for Winpack. And when you look at their graph, go back as far as you can go. Not 5 years, 10 years, all. Go back and look at the old graph. I know it's the history of this company, but they're not slowing down. You
got to look at the business model. If the business model has been doing well over the past 3 years, from my point of view, why, if they're not changing anything, can it not continue? Okay, so that's some of the basis of what we look at. So looking back over the finances, if things stay the same and they are looking to continue growing, and there isn't any obstacles in their way, why should it not continue?
And you see the way we're talking here, right? This is not terrifically complicated. We can all understand this. We all have to just open our eyes up, because do you know what? You, like me, are sat out in a restaurant or sat in somewhere just having a coffee. You pick up all the same coffees, creamers, you pick up all the same jams. Who's making it? Where's the money going? Who's making it all? You're seeing the same things I'm seeing. You just got to pay attention. And these fantastic companies, are in front of your eyes, and they're making a lot of money. And once again, you know, they're all company names. Just these few we just mentioned here. This just goes towards little other things you can add to your portfolio when you're spreading things out.
But also, I just want to add one thing. Keep in mind, just because of all these products out there doesn't mean that they're all doing well. So you have to see these products, see these companies, look into it a little bit further, and this is where we're coming in to try to help you out. We're looking to see if we can help you out. That's fantastic.
Because that's
if you
what
take a little bit and learn a little bit.
We're making money, right? I'm speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for him, because I feel he's a lot more in depth than me. But I'm speaking for myself. I've made lots of money just through paying attention, not being clever, just through little things like picking up the packet, picking up who makes this, who makes these cups I keep drinking out of every day, little things like that. Who makes these straws? Who makes these straws? I mean, you know, somebody's got to be making millions of these straws or cups, and you think, you know,
somebody's making money somewhere, right?
It's non-stop. It's everything you're using all day long, and we live in a throwaway society. Do you know? And do you know what? Let me just say this. So we're just going to close. If there's anything here you liked today, or it could help you go forward, just click on subscribe. That'd be fantastic.
And one more thing as well is, if you did want to look at that book that I was talking about, that book is called One Up on Wall Street by
Peter Lynch.
Peter Lynch. Sorry.
Yeah, we do that when we get mind blocked.
Have a great day, guys.
Have a great day.
Take care.
Hey.